very pleasant good morning and welcome to Live Jai-Alai in the Magic City on YouTube's Jai-Alai Channel. I'm Andrew Bleckman and I'm pleased to welcome you to this Friday matinee performance of Live Jai-Alai action. We will have 8 games for you today beginning at noon. In addition to fast and fun Jai-Alai action, each of today's games offer win, play, show, quinella, exacta, and trifecta wagering. Again, if these terms are new to you, we will explain them throughout the performance. We also have a pick 3 wager. It begins in game number 4. We have the high-paying high 5 jackpot beginning game 3 with its $2,000 guarantee, and that high 5 yesterday hitting the first matinee, hitting the second matinee as well. So little over 2,000 went out in the first matinee, and then someone took home that 2,000 guarantee in the second. So the high 5, especially with a thin roster, may be the time to play that. And the all-new Mighty Ocho as well. That Mighty Ocho you see on your screen now. Pick the winners of games 1 through 8. There's a $2,000 guarantee, up from $1,000 in that first season. $2,000 guarantee for that Ocho. And saw a little more action in the Ocho pool, a little over $100 already in there. So people certainly picking up on that added bonus there in the guarantee. And if you would like to wager, online wagering is available at watchandwager.com. That's the name of the site. And also mywinners.com if you're in Connecticut and perhaps some other states. But placing bets, of course, is not necessary to enjoy all that we have in store for you today. We have that Fantasy Jai-Alai game, fantasyjai-alai.com. We're offering cash prizes for that now. We have 100 contestants. $100 cash prize will remain the prize every week, so long as the people that are playing this week stay in. We had 104 people, I believe is the exact number, so Fantasy Jai-Alai is a good way to get your feet wet and enjoy this product, and then maybe start betting from there, but you still could get some monetary compensation for your performance in that Fantasy Jai-Alai, so it's a fun game, something we just started a couple weeks ago, so another additional thing we have here at Magic City for you to enjoy. And again, we do not have any scratches in today's performance. That's very good news. And a scratch is obviously when a player who was supposed to play is out of the program, but fortunately, there are none today. And again, we recognize that many of you are sheltering in place, or safer at home, or just trying to get by as best you can as we all confront this new normal. Again, wherever you may be, we hope you're safe. We hope that you are healthy, and just glad that we're able to bring you Jai-Alai as sports entertainment for the next couple of hours here. We got 2 sessions today, 12 noon. Got another one at 4, 16 games of singles only for you today, so a lot of action. And we now welcome you to sit back and relax because at 12 noon, it is time to play Jai-Alai. And before we get into this performance, we'll start it off with that classic video that will explain the scoring format for the first 7 games of this performance, Spectacular 7 scoring. Take a look.
Spectacular 7 singles games are played with 8 players. Each player wears a different color jersey numbered 1 through 8 on the front. These numbers are traditionally referred to as post numbers. Post numbers are used to signify the order in which the athletes will play in a game. These numbers are also used for betting purposes. Don't be confused by the numbers on the back of our jerseys. Those are just for fun. Each game begins when the player in the post 1 red jersey serves to the player in the post 2 blue jersey. The served ball must land between the 4 and 7 lines marked on the court's side wall. If the ball lands between those lines, the serve is good and play continues until one of those 2 players wins that matchup. The player who loses the matchup exits the court and waits for his next turn at the end of the rotation. It's important to note that every game has 2 rounds. The first 7 matchups in a game make up round 1. Each matchup in round 1 is worth 1 point. Round 2 refers to all matchups that take place after the 7th and final matchup of round 1. The number of matchups in round 2 varies from game to game. And in round 2, each matchup is worth 2 points. The first player to earn 7 points wins the game.
And that was an explanation there of Spectacular 7 scoring. And now joining the booth here by Scott Seven. He'll be joining us for the first couple of games of the day. Here, Scott, how you doing? Good day yesterday of Jai-Alai.
It was a great day of Jai-Alai. Andrew, I said to Kubala every time I looked up, he was kissing himself.
Kissing the bicep.
Kissing the bicep, yeah. What do you have, 5 wins yesterday?
5 wins yesterday. Really taking command of that golden cesta here for week number 11. Next closest guy, I see Ben had 2 wins. Bradley had a couple of wins there as well, but Kubala was certainly the standout performance of the day.
Yeah, he played terrific, and he's still going heads up against Ron and Carballo in those later of our 8 games, and was pretty dominating yesterday.
Yeah, absolutely. And I mean, just to note, I mean, Ron's been playing really well. Carballo's been playing well, and Carballo 2 wins for him. That's still a pretty solid performance. But both of those guys definitely weren't playing to the level that they've been playing these previous weeks. And credit to Kubala, he took advantage of that. Played really solid Jai-Alai, just catching, making good throws, and executing a lot more kill shots. I mean, the carom was working for him, and all the guys yesterday were doing that, and it was working. So a really good day of action. Yeah, you got Ben here with 2 wins, Carballo and Bradley there, and then a couple guys with 1. Bueno got on the board, Legend on the board, Ron, Tennessee, and also Juice, surprising name that we talked about before we even got on air today. Juice had the opportunity to play up a little bit and playing in some of those middle feature games, and he's usually one of the earlier game guys, but hung in there and picked up a win. I mean, he almost had a perfect game there in, I'm not sure what game it was, maybe it was game 3 or 4, but awesome to see him hanging in there with the big guns and playing really well.
Yeah, Juice stepping up when he needs to. It's nice, some of these guys getting opportunities to play against the better players that they don't usually get. A few sort of just quick announcements here. I know Andrew already talked about the wagering opportunities for those of you that want to partake. The Mighty Ocho, which is selecting all 8 games.
Yep.
And you got to get that bet in before game 1, and that Ocho pool is the biggest it's been other than our Force Out Day. So I think people are realizing, and of course, they could be looking at this and saying, well, I can single Kubala in 4 games today, and then, for $8 or $16 or whatever it is, I can have a shot at taking the whole pool down.
Yeah.
Obviously, a portion of what's bet gets paid out regardless. You need to be the only one who gets 8 out of 8 to take the whole pool, which is guaranteed at $2,000. But it's nice. We're sitting with over $300 bet into that pool right now. Then we've got the High Pay and High Five, which it's like Stu says, I guess I'm Crazy Eddie. We're giving away money. It got hit both performances yesterday.
Yep.
We'll see what we can do about building that one. But listen, guys, jump in. $32, $48. You can cover a lot of combinations on the High Five. Games 3 through 7, and then the always popular Pick 3, games 4 through 6. So if you want to indulge in the wagering, as Andrew said, watchandwager.com. Or if you're up in Connecticut anywhere, it's mywinners.com. And if you're at any of the OTB sites, you can just go there and make your wager. Here at Magic City, the casino is closed. The sports club is closed, but what we've done is we're a restaurant, so we are open for takeout. So you can come and go to the sports club and order takeout, and you can also place a wager or wagers while you're waiting for your food. And we also instituted drive-through wagering.
Yep.
So if you want to shoot on over here to Magic City, you just drive up to the clubhouse. Someone's going to come out. They're going to take all your wagers. You can come back and cash later. You could actually wait in the parking lot if that's what you wanted to do. Or you could go home and watch all the action on the Jai-Alai Channel with Andrew. And then when the matinee's over, you drive back here and cash out and make some wagers on the 4 o'clock performance if that's what you'd like to do. But drive-through wagering is available on Jai-Alai, on horses, on dogs, everything we carry here. We're making it easy for you. And the restaurant is open for takeout. We're a minute away from game 1. We're also running some ads, we said yesterday, on all the local Miami radio stations, 560, 790, 940. If you're tuning in, watch those videos that explain Jai-Alai. We think you'll catch on. Andrew makes it easy for everybody to learn how the rotation system works. Once you've got that down, this is a pretty easy game, and it's a lot of fun. You're going to see a lot of athleticism. You're going to see a lot of guys out here diving on a concrete floor and giving up their body. This is not natural grass, folks. This is
synthetic turf.
No synthetic turf. It's as hard as it is, and despite what some people refuse to believe in the chat, this ball is rock hard.
Yeah.
Okay? It bounces off the walls and it bounces off the floor, but you do not want to get hit by this. It is much harder and denser than a lacrosse ball. So sit back, relax. I guess we got game 1 coming up, and you're going to see some outstanding athletes play a great sport here.
Yep, Scott, exactly right. Now we're ready to get into game number 1.
All right.
Game number 1 will be a spectacular 7 singles match. We'll be playing it up to 7 points. All points doubling after the matchups. All those matchups in the first round of play. To begin game number 1, serving in the red shirt of post 1, we have number 15 Legend, and receiving in the blue post 2, here's CRB. And we're just waiting for the officials here. Get out on the court. And there are the judges. Again, game 1. Got 2 performances today. This one starting 12 noon. We got another one 4 p.m., 8 games of singles each, both of those performances. This is the first game of the day here. A lot of highlighted play. Legend with the serve. We're ready to begin. Legend serve begins game number 1. CRB low hard reverse. He's got it in the middle of the court. It's a good catch on the forehand side at the 10 line. Over the top. Legend low out of the air. Back inside. CRB on the left side. Plays this one to pass. Legend goes back. Stops there at the 11 line. Turns it back to the inside. Cuts out. Only about there to the middle of the court. CRB plays it back inside. Legend, sidearm forehand. That scores. Point 1. 1 first up on the board here in our first game. That'll bring to the court the white shirt to post 3. Here's number 10, Juice. And that's an underserve. Serves muscle line between the 4 and 7 line. That one came up short of the 4. This point goes to the 3. In out receive for this matchup. Green shirt to post 4. Here's Tennessee. Juice's serve takes Tennessee all the way back to the 13. Goes high and hard off the front wall looking for the big bounce. Juice is going to let it pass. Waits for the rebote on the back end. Makes the save forehand side. Here's Tennessee. 11 line. Coming over the top. It's going to get a big bounce again. Juice thought about taking it. Thought about charging there. Went back. That one just in and out of the cesta. Point 4. Tennessee on the board 1 point. Here's Fred for this matchup. That serve dropped by Fred. Point 4. Tennessee now 2 straight points. In a receive. Yellow shirt to post 6. Here's El Barba. Rebote's coming out. Forehand save there from Tennessee. Sticks to the inside. El Barba. Sidearm forehand. Back inside. Tennessee goes one hand. Misses it front end. Makes the rebote save on the back end. Way to stick with it. There's El Barba. Karam from the outside. That scores. Well done. Just above the pad. Point 6. In receive, post 7 for this matchup. Here's Ben. Ben's got that serve. Passes El Barba there. He's there for the forehand rebote save. Ben, sidearm forehand, comes back to the inside. There's El Barba. Looking for the big bouncer there. Ben's going to let it pass. Waits for the rebote left side. Turns the 2-wall. High bouncer, sending El Barba back to the outside at the 11 line. Forehand back to the middle of the court. Leaping is Ben, brings it down. Sidearm forehand back inside. El Barba waits at the 10 line, turns it to the outside. The outside placement on the rebote. One of his shots working for him again there. Point 6. It in now to receive, rounding out the first round of play. Here's the purple shirt of Bo State, Bueno. High bouncing serve from Bueno. He delivers a backhand at the 9 line. Rebote shooting out. There's El Barba. Saves it right there in the middle of the court. Bueno at the 9 line. 3-wall play. Comes out to El Barba. Rebote save back to the inside. Here's Bueno. Backhand. High and hard off the front wall. There's El Barba. Turns the rebote again. Taken out of the air almost by Bueno. That one in and out of the cesta. Point 6. And that will do it for the first round of play. All matchups are now worth 2 points through the end of the game. Returning, here's post 2, CRB. There's that patented El Barba slow serve. Gets by CRB. Point 6, possible game point now for El Barba. He has Yeah, the slurve service. Scott says there works for him. 6 now, 5 points. Possible game point in to stop him. Here's Legend. Legend's got that one. Sidearm Karam. Rebote comes out middle of the court. That Rebote hooked a little bit short of the pad. Game will continue. Point 1. Legend now 3 points. Returning post 3 for this matchup. Here's Juice. Hard forehand by Juice. Legend tried to take it out of the air there at the 7. Point 3. And Juice now 3 points. It'll receive post 5, Fred. Hard reverse again. There's Juice with a nice catch. 10 line. Low hard reverse. Played back to Fred. He's got it forehand side. Goes for the Dehada. Just above the pad. That works. Threw that all the way at the 9 line. Point 5. Here's Tennessee for this matchup, post 4. Big reverse, point to the corner of the front wall. That's going to go outside. There's Fred, forehand, Rebote save, turn back inside. Tennessee. Sidearm forehand. Comes out to the Rebote. There's Fred with another good save. On a quick bounce, that one tipped by Tennessee. Point 5. 5 now, 4 points. Returning, here's Ben. Post 7. This one passes Fred. Forehand Rebote. Played middle of the court. Ben at the 10 line. Goes back inside. Fred goes for the Dehana again. That one coming out to the 8 line. Ben. Reverse. Played over his head. Forehand Rebote. That one into the pad. Point 7. Ben now on the board with 2 points. Here's post 8, Bueno. Ben thought about it, waits for the Rebote on the back end. Just lays it up there off the front wall. Slow bouncer comes to Bueno at the 8 line. Hard back to the inside. Ben digs it out, going to the ground. That's certainly in play. Sends Bueno to the outside. 10 line. Comes to the middle of the court. That Rebote to the inside. Ben goes for it again. Has to get down on the ground. He's back up. There's Bueno. Winds up the Costado 2-wall from the outside, cutting out hard. Perfectly executed. Point 8. Bueno now, first 2 points of the day. Back to receive here, CRB, post 2. Serve gets by CRB, point 8. 8 now, 4 points, but returning with possible game point. Here's the yellow shirt of post 6, El Barba. El Barba takes the serve. Throws the carom to score for the win. Point and game to the yellow shirt of post 6, El Barba. We'll have a playoff now to determine both place and show point. Post 5 will serve post 8. We're going to have Fred here serving to Bueno. Winner will place. The loser of this point will show. Big reverse there from Bueno. Backpedaling Fred. Stops at the 6 line. Turns the 2-wall. It's a high bouncer. Bueno's going to have time to get under it. Forehand back inside. Going to score. Bueno will place, post 8 places and 5 shows. Unofficial order of finish for Game 1, 6, 8, 5. 6, 8, and 5. Official results will be coming up in just a few moments.
I like that Game 1. I like it. It's a good start today.
Yeah, certainly one of the best Game 1s, and we say that it sets the tone, and a little bit different than when we have full roster here, but this Game 1 was one of the best ones we've seen this entire season. A couple of guys there, really good points, and how about El Barba, a guy that yesterday was struggling a little bit, seemed that the wheels were coming off the train, but certainly back on the tracks now, picking up the win there in his first appearance of the day.
As you and Stu have pointed out repeatedly, every day is a new day. Every performance is actually a new performance, but you got to forget what you did yesterday and come out and start from scratch. And Barba threw a couple of nice shots there, as did a few other players. But that was a really, really good Game 1. So glad to see us start out that way.
And now the result of Game 1 is official. Post 6, El Barba with the win. Post 8, Bueno takes second. Post 5, Fred coming in third. 6, 8, 5, the official order of finish. So the price is $2 quinella, 6, 8, or 8, 6. That's any order. You could have had the 6 or the 8 winning as long as you had the other number there coming in second. You're going to get back $40.40 on $2. And the $2 try, 6, 8, 5. Big payout to start the day, $7.72 even. And that $2 try, nice to see there. If you had El Barba to win also, picking up a nice $16.40. Not a bad win price of one of the guys that probably a middle game player playing in this Game 1. $16.50 to win, not bad.
Yep. As we said, good start, and on we roll.
Exactly right. On now to Game number 2. Game 2, going to be another one of those spectacular 7 singles matches. We'll be playing it again up to 7 points, and all points will double after those matchups in the first round of play. You see the entries on your screen there for Game number 2. Wagering available, win, play, show, quinella, exacta, and trifecta wagering. You got the high five coming up before the start of Game 3, so a couple more minutes there to get those bets in. You got the pick 3 ahead of Game number 4. You got a little more time to get those bets in, but nothing here before Game 2. Just standard wagering options available. And post time, just under 5 minutes away.
I really got the name El Barba from Coach JR. Like the first day I came into practice, he was like, "Oh, La Barbas." He called me the beard. And, it kind of just stuck. The most frustrating aspect of highlight for me probably would be anticipation. Because the ball's going so fast, you don't have time to wait to see where the ball's going to be thrown. It's frustrating, but at the end of the day, I'm playing a sport for money, okay? My goal is to go out there, win every point, as soon as I step on the court, win the game, and call that game a day. That's it.
And for El Barba, that was first win of the week here, win number 17 on the season. He's joining that little pack there right around 20 wins that has a chance to maybe get up into that third place, the final bonus money spot in the championship singles standings. And with a good start today here, who knows how El Barba's going to finish. May rack up a couple of wins in this game alone, or this day alone.
Absolutely. As you were saying yesterday, there's a whole bunch of guys sort of hunting around that 20-win mark.
Yeah.
And we'll see how it unfolds. A lot of opportunities here while guys like Douglas and Andrew Luck and Ikeda sit home and chomp at the bit and are waiting to get back here. The rest of them are chasing them.
Yep, they're chasing and doing just that. I mean, Bueno now just 2 games outside of third place. Carballo 2 games. Kubala 3 games. You have Ron and Ben 6 games out. And then you have CRB and El Barba that are 9 games out. And with a long season, all it takes is 1-2 good weeks and you're right back in the mix there. Now we have just under 4 minutes till we start game number 2. And before we get into that, we got another video that's going to explain how to win and lose those matchups here in Highlight. For those of you that are new, take a look.
The main rule of highlight is simple. Players must catch and return the ball in one fluid motion. Sounds easy enough, right? So how do you win? You can win a matchup simply if your opponent overserves, underserves, or serves the ball out of bounds. On the flip side, your opponent wins the matchup if the serve is so good that you fail to catch and return the ball to the front wall. If your opponent fails to catch the ball before it bounces twice on the ground, or if your opponent's cesta makes contact with the ball but doesn't catch it, then in both of those cases, you win the matchup. You can also win a matchup if the ball bounces around in your opponent's cesta during an attempted catch. This is called juggling, and it's illegal in highline. Another way to win a matchup is if your opponent throws the ball and it lands out of bounds on its return from the wall. The overall game strategy for a highlight player is to make it difficult for an opponent to reach the ball in time or to execute a rebuttal play.
And just under 2 minutes now to the start of game number 2. And then this week, again, we'll have our regular schedule of highlight. If you noticed here, we usually have 9 games in our performances. This week, we're going to have all 8-game performances. We had 2 yesterday, 12 and 4. We have 2 today, 12 and 4. We're going to be going tomorrow, 4 p.m., and then the debut of that nighttime evening highlight performance, 8 o'clock. I know everyone here is excited about that. And then we close it out with 1 performance there on Sunday at 12 noon. So full week of highlight here, but we have 1 less game than we typically have, and it's going to be all singles performances, and we'll get back into that doubles action hopefully here soon, next week or maybe the next few weeks.
Yeah, we're probably a couple weeks away, Andrew, from doubles action, but the singles has been terrific to watch. We've got an infirmary full right now, and we're waiting for the walking movie to return. Yep. Cool Fitness, concussion protocol, dealing with an ankle injury. We're hoping to have him back real soon. Asier out probably 3 weeks at this point with a fractured wrist.
Broken wrist.
Got Tennessee back with us, but he's probably about 85%, but he's fighting through it.
Certainly hobbled. And if you see with Tennessee there, just to note, a lot of the times on that left side, I mean, it's an injury to the left side of his ribs. So when he goes through, he said on those rebotes on the left side, those backhands, reverses, that's more where you're going to see him throw the forehand a lot there. So you can definitely see that he's hobbled a little bit, but a guy that he wants to be out there, and it killed him. I mean, he was out there chomping at the bit to just get out there and officiate last week and do something in some capacity. He just loves the game, loves being around, and his positivity and personality is really infectious out here, as we talk about all the time.
Yeah, it certainly is. And then a bunch of guys just waiting on test results and waiting to get back here, including our own Stu.
Miss Stu, absolutely.
We miss Stu, absolutely. Here in spirit, but he'll be back soon. So these guys are carrying on and playing some great highlight. We're enjoying it. We're fighting through what everybody is. Andrew and I, maybe before next game, we'll talk a little bit some of the other sports, but we're game 2 time here. Let's roll.
Game 2 time, 0 minutes. We're ready to begin.
All right, game time.
We are now ready to begin game number 2. Game 2, another spectacular 7 singles match. We'll be playing this one again up to 7 points, with all points doubling after all those matchups in the first round of play. To begin serving in the red of post 1, you got Legend again serving in the red of post 1, and receiving the blue post 2, you got last game's winner, number 77, El Barba. That serve begins game number 2. Here's Legend. Turns the rebote. Comes out middle of the court. El Barba winds up the costado hard back to the inside. There's Legend with a good stop. Rebote's coming out. 2-wall from El Barba. Gonna land in. Stopped on a quick bounce there by Legend. Carambola played back. El Barba in and out of his cesta. Point 1. One first up on the board here in our second game. I'll bring to the court white at post 3. Here's Bueno. Big reverse there from Bueno. Forehand rebote. Save back to the inside. Bueno comes over the top with it. Legend backing up now, just beyond the 11 line. Sidearm forehand. Bueno, last second adjustment, takes on the forehand side. Comes over the top. Legend tight along there, that side wall. And Bueno tried to pick it out of the air, right at the 8 line there, in and out of his cesta. Point 1. In receive for this matchup, green shirt to post 4. Here's Ben. Hard reverse from Ben. Legend thought about it. Gonna wait for the rebote. It's a good idea there. Keeps it to the outside. Ben gets there. Just beyond the 7 line. Fires the carom. That's working. Didn't even need to overthrow it. Just a soft carom. Lands in. Scores point 4. 4 now. 1 point. It received black shirt to post 5 this matchup. Here's Tennessee. Great serve from Ben. Even better catch from Tennessee there, crossing the sidewall at the 12 line. Ben goes to the ground again for that rebote save. That one goes wide, 0.5. In for this matchup, yellow shirt to post 6. Here's Juice. Tennessee's got it out of the air. Forehand side. Slow, hard forehand. There's Juice. Slows it down. Tennessee still going to get there at the 9 line. Plays a soft reverse. It's going to pass. Juice tried to pass him. Reached over his head there. Tries to make the catch. That one tipped, 0.5. Here's post 7, Fred. Serve backing Fred all the way up to the 13 line. Delivers a reverse 2-all. Tennessee, good catch low. Hard back inside. Fred takes it out of the air. Low forehand just above the pad. Tennessee stops it left side. Big throw on the left side there for him, coming all the way out to the 7 line. Forehand rebote turn back inside. It's Tennessee right in front of his face there. Makes the catch. Gets by Fred to score, 0.5. And in to receive now, rounding out the first round of play. Here's the purple shirt of post 8, CRB. Big bounce there off the serve. Scores, 0.5. That will do it for the first round of play. All matchups are now worth 2 points to the end of the game. Back to receive. Here's post 2, El Barba. Point 5. Straight points to a possible game point now for the black shirt of post 5, Tennessee. He has 6 points in to stop him. Post 3. There's Bueno. Tennessee, left side, good stop. Play to the corner of the front wall. Bueno takes it low out of the air. Goes high off the front wall. Tennessee thought about it on the left side. Is going to wait for that forehand rebote, and that is hooked a little bit into the pad. This game will continue. 0.3. 3 on the board now. 2 points. Here's post 1, Legend returning. Rebote taken on the forehand side by Bueno. Good adjustment there at the last second. And that missed by Legend at the 11. 0.3. Bueno now 4 points. Returning for this matchup, here's post 4, Ben. Big reverse from Ben. Rebote comes out. Left side. Turn back inside. Ben crashing into that sidewall. Makes a good catch. Comes over the top with that forehand. There's Bueno charging in. Big reverse delivered at the 6 line. Comes out. Turns that rebote. That's Ben to the outside. Here's Bueno. Sending Ben all the way to the 10 line. That was not enough steam to reach the front wall. 0.3. And now a possible game point for post 3, Bueno. He's got 6 points in to stop him. Post 6. For this matchup, we have Juice. Juice. Good. Hey guys, sorry about that technical issue. We're back here. That was Bueno. Took game number 3, winning that final point. The official result there, game number 2. He was post 3, so post 3 gets the win there for game 2. Post 5, Tennessee takes second, and post 1, Legend comes in third. 3-5-1 was the official order of finish there for game number 2. Don't know when we lost you guys. Maybe during the middle of that last point. Bueno did take it, took the game. 3-5-1, the unofficial order of finish. And let's actually make that official. 3-5-1 is now official there for game number 2. And result, game 2, 3-5-1 was the official result. $2 Quinella. That's 3-5 or 5-3. Any order on the Quinella. It's going to return $18.40. $2 try, 3-5-1. Pays out $146.20. And coming up next, we've got game number 3, game 3. Another spectacular 7 singles match. We'll be playing it again up to 7 points, with all points doubling after all those matchups there. The first round of play. Game 3 also marks the start of that high five. So last chance to get those wagers in. $2,000 minimum guarantee. Well, it's $2,000 certainly for this performance. So you got a couple more minutes here to get those last minute wagers in for the high five. One of the best days to test out this wager was hitting the matinee yesterday, hitting the second matinee, both performances. So 2 for 2. Maybe someone out there could make it 3 for 3. And on a day where there's only 12 guys playing, it's probably one of the easier days to even hit the high five. So good day to start it out if you haven't tried it yet. And post time will be coming your way for game number 3. Be coming up probably in just under 6 minutes now, just under 6 minutes to game 3.
Sorry about that little technical glitch there.
But we're back. We're back. We're good. And we're going to show you Bueno here, the winner of that last game.
I love Jai-Alai. I think Jai-Alai's a beautiful game. My favorite part of playing Jai-Alai would be that I get to compete. I get to come into a facility with other competitors that are trying their hardest. I get to come out here and try my hardest. Win or lose, you feel a sense of accomplishment at the end of the day after coming in and giving it your all. My 2020 goal is when you open up the program, it should say Chris Bueno, win percentage, 150 or better, and in the money percentage, 400 or better. I'm going to finish every game that I get possible game point.
And that was last game's winner. Bueno now taking a look at where he stands. That was win number 25, so just one outside of third place now. Tennessee 26, Bueno there with 25. And we see a couple more minutes now till we get into game 3. And we'll give you a couple extra minutes here to get those last second wagers in for the high five while we show you the top 10 caroms from the 2019 season. Take a look.
Catch by Bueno. Carom by Bueno. Caught by Barba. Rebote left side. Lamonte makes the catch. Returns a Carom that's gonna score.
Tight to the inside. Rebote comes out. Diaz sends that just under the overhead screen. High bouncer comes Ancier. Just in front of the 11 line. That's a long Carom. That one will score.
Reverse by Bueno. Kubala from the 7 line throws a 2-all that is stopped on the forehand of Bueno. Bueno's Carom, that's gonna score.
Wow.
Carballo takes it in the air, throws a Carom back to the outside, and that scores. What a shot. opens up beautifully. Outside placement of the forehand rebote. Bueno's on it. Rifling a carom to score. One of the best points of this season. Ragley from the 10 line. Over the top to the inside. Kubala's there. Carom by Kubala's going to score. Catch on the forehand of Vanderluck. What a carom. That
Wow.
Wow. Here's the reverse. Caught by Ron. 2-0 by Ron. Caught by Douglas.
Nice.
Carom by Douglas. Wow.
And that was the top 10 caroms there from the 2019 season. As we have less than a minute till we begin game number 3. Going to give you the last second here to get those high five wagers in. Minimum $2,000 that will be paid out if you are the lucky winner today and you're the only person to get all 5 of the winners right in games 3 through 7. $2,000 minimum for the high five. And with that, we are ready to get into game number 3. Game 3, another spectacular 7 singles match, played up to 7 points, all points doubling after those matchups in the first round of play. To begin game 3, serving in the red at post 1, we have CRB. Receiving the blue post 2, Legend. CRB serve begins game number 3. Rebote forehand. Good save there. High bouncer comes out to the 7 line. Legend hard back to the inside. Good catch from low there by CRB. That's tipped by Legend, point 1.
I like the pace of play so far today, Andrew. You know, it's like crisp action today.
Yeah, absolutely right there. CRB on the board there. First point of this third game. In now to receive. White at post 3 for this matchup. Here's Bradley. Bradley goes hard over the top. CRB cuts it off at the 8 line. Low reverse taken by Bradley. 10 line. Hard left side. Rebote coming out. That miss there on the forehand side by CRB. Point 3. In for this matchup, green shirt at post 4. Here's El Barba. It's a good catch off the serve by El Barba. Delivers a nice reverse to the inside. Bradley missed a forehand rebote. Point 4. 4 now on the board, 1 point. Here's post 5, Fred, for this matchup. Reverse 2-all comes way out. El Barba gets a cesta on it. That's going to land in. Are you kidding me? Cortada. El Barba runs back under it there. That's a great play. Comes to the inside. Forehand rebote from Fred. High bouncer. Charging El Barba. Brings it down. Hard forehand. That's going to score. What a play by El Barba. Just gets it up there one-handed. All he could do. Gets the point there.
Is that the Robote recap?
Everyone's
for
trying to
week?
get the play of the week here. Albarba making a strong case there. 0.4.
That was interesting and exciting. And Stu fell out of his chair on that one for sure.
Yeah, someone's got to check on Stu. Here's post 6. Juice. Gives that Ephus serve. Juice. Cortada just above the pad. Here's Albarba. A nice reverse handled on the right side by Juice. Got that Cortada again there. Like Karam, actually 2-wall sticks inside. Here's Juice again. At the 10 line. Goes high and hard. Off the front wall. This one's going to pass Albarba. He waits. Robote on the left side. Turn back inside. Juice on a hop. Brings it in. That Cortada attempt there a little too low. Gets the top of the pad. 0.4. Albarba now 3 points in for this matchup. We have the pick of post 7. Here's Ben. It's a strong reverse there from Ben. Robote to the outside. No chance there for Ben there. That is perfectly executed. 0.4. In out to receive, rounding out the first round of play. This final matchup, post 8, Tennessee. Great catch there from Tennessee. That one crossing the sidewall at the 11. Albarba backpedaling. Turns it at the 6 line. High bouncer comes out to the Robote. Missed there on the forehand side by Tennessee. 0.4. Straight points to a possible game point now. With all matchups now worth 2 points through the end of the game. For Albarba here, he has 5. This is possible game point in to stop in post 2. Legend. Legend's got that serve. Delivers that sidearm 2-wall coming outside. Albarba. That into the top of the pad. 0.2. This game will continue. 2 now on the board. 2 points. Returning, here's post 1, CRB. That's an overserve. That one flew beyond the 7 line. 0.1. CRB now 3 points, returning post 3 in the white shirt. Here's Bradley. Strong forehand. What a pickup there by CRB on the left side. Here's Bradley. Goes deep. CRB already on the move there. Keeps going back. Oh, that just caught the top of the pad. You can tell there took a big bounce. Good effort there to get there. This point goes to Bradley, post 3. Bradley now with 3 points. Here's post 5, Fred. Fred goes for the Dejada. That was going to come out a little far. Bradley with the speed runs under it. Hard forehand, ducks out of the way. Had to get out of the way of his own fastball there. Probably a sound decision. 0.3. Possible game point now for Bradley. He's got 5 points in to stop him. Post 6 for this matchup. Here's Juice. Big reverse there from Juice. Bradley stops there at the 7 line, turns it back to the inside. Juice cuts it off at the 8. Reverse. To Robote, it comes out. Bradley plays it to the outside. Will Juice get there? What a pickup on the forehand side. Back to the inside. Carambola. Not really coming out that far. That's tipped by Juice for the win. Point and game to the white shirt of post 3. Bradley. The dogs are barking there. 3-4-1. No playoff here. 3-4-1 is the unofficial order to finish. Post 3, Bradley with the win. Post 4, El Barba taking second. Post 1, CRB coming in third. Unofficial order to finish there for game 3. We'll get those prices coming up. We'll get the official results first, and then we'll get the prices in just a few moments after that.
Lollipop serves in that game. We had Bradley getting out of the way of his own fastball, as you said, Andrew. Another good game, though.
Another one of those games
Fun to watch.
where you see everything there, and it looks like El Barba. I mean, that play with just one hand, all he could do. As we wait for these prices to come up, 3-4-1 is the official order finish there for game number 3. Post 3, Bradley first. Post 4, El Barba takes second. Post 1, CRB coming in third.
So we got a lot going on back here. We got Andrew is talking to Teleview, which provides the picture for us, trying to sort out some things. They'll get it straightened away here. We'll have prices coming up. Most importantly, those of you that had Bradley to kick off the first leg of the high five, probably feeling pretty good right now. And we'll get the prices up for game number 3. We'll move you towards game number 4. And that's how we roll here at Magic City Jai-Alai. See, prices are up now. Quickly, I'll give them to you while Andrew's talking to the studio. The $2 Cornell, a 3-4 or 4-3, $18.40. $2 try, 3-4-1, $144.40. And $19.60 the win price on Bradley there. The dogs were barking. Hopefully you were too if you had some of that win action on Bradley. So, Andrew, we got the prices. We got Bradley the winner, and it's all yours.
Thank you there, Scott. Yeah, 3-4-1. Bradley getting his third win of the week here already. And now we're moving right along into game number 4. And now post time of game number 4 will be coming up in just under 6 minutes to the start of our 4th game. Outside placement from Poole. Asier goes back for the rebote, diving, and that's a 2-ball, and lands just in. That will score.
Line, outside placement stopped by Willow. Willow plays it back. Bueno, what a rebote save on the left side. Karam stopped on the forehand of Jin. What a beautiful rebote. Jin on the run, 2 bounces, scores. Back to the inside, Carballo goes. Douglas with the blind save.
Wow.
Just lobbed it up under his arm.
Man.
Rebote thrown beautifully. Antelope gets out of the way. Rebote's back up. What a fine effort. This is a 2-ball. El Barba on the run. And it scores. Carballo picks the serve. Here's the reverse. That is a diving save by CRB. He somehow gets rid of it in time without holding it. Here's Andrew Lucker. Carballo diving save. What a fantastic rebote thrown by Carballo. Diving save, it's up, it's in, it scores.
Wow.
That's why you never give up.
Big left side takes an interesting hop, goes to the outside. There's Douglas. First play back to the inside, high bouncer. Carballo waits for it.
Wow.
Unbelievable rebote save.
Carballo's there. Sidearm carom, split placement. Kubala up at the 5-line. Willow. That's in play. That is absolutely in play.
Congratulations to this week's Magic City Fantasy Jai-Alai winner, Brown 73155. Brown 73155 scored an outstanding 106 points with a roster of singles players Bueno, Ben, and El Barba. This was a very impressively drafted team comprised of 3 of the top 4 fantasy scorers in Week 10. For starters, Bueno, who was drafted at an $8 value, topped the entire Magic City Jai-Alai roster, finding the win column 6 times as he played his way up to an impressive 42-point total performance. Brown 73155 then splurged on another $7 value player to add Ben to his lineup, which proved to be a fantastic decision. Number 7 put together one of his best weeks of the season, finishing with 2 wins, 4 places, and 5 shows for a total contribution of 33 points. Ben's points total tied with Ron, a $10 value for the second most fantasy points scored in the shortened week of singles-only action. What really sealed the deal for Team Brown 73155 was the $5 purchase of El Barba. The bearded pelotari started off cold but managed to really heat things up in his final few appearances to finish with 3 wins and a total of 31 fantasy points. Number 77 far surpassed the fantasy output of guys like Kubala, Carballo, Bradley, and CRB, all of whom came with higher price tags. With this win, Brown 73155 is now also in the running to win the overall grand prize at the end of the 2020 season. Every week is a new chance to earn points for your fantasy team, so even if you miss a week, you can always come back or join for free at any time. Draft your team and watch your progress on the Jai-Alai Channel on YouTube. More details regarding the Fantasy League can be found on the Instagram page at Jai-Alai Channel. Get in on all the action at fantasyjai-alai.com.
Imagine the perfect mixture of athletics, spectacle, and speed. Jai-Alai.
Let's design a Conan O'Brien or Conan superhero.
Sure.
Oven mitts. Maybe there's some steam coming off the mitts because I took a focaccia out of the oven. Oh, a highlight glove in the other one. That'd be great.
Have you ever played Jai-Alai? Actually lacrosse, but it's Jai-Alai for white people.
I'm Johnny Nacho. This is Steve-O. This is Jai-Alai.
Jai-Alai is like handball, only you fling the ball and catch the ball with this basket thing.
It's more complicated than that. And dangerous. It's got the same fingerprint as baseball, only better. A special stadium called a fronton. and you can sit real close, which is a thrill because the ball goes 175 miles an hour.
I can serve this pelota almost 200 miles an hour.
Big whoop, that little squishy. Jesus, is this made of limestone?
It's a dangerous game, amigo.
It's called a cesta. It's made of reeds from the Pyrenees.
The ball is called a pelota.
A lightning ball.
Oh, good God.
Remind me of Hustle City, man. Everybody got more than one gig. One stop, boy, $20.
I'm not your neighborhood Uber driver. I do luxury. And then I have another job. I play highlight.
I have this crazy idea. Do you think we could send something out to all the ex-athletes for the last 20 years and say, we're looking to hire and train highlight players?
When I first got the email, I thought it was pranking me.
I need some clarity on this.
I went on YouTube and I Googled highlight.
I was like, Jai-Alai. They paying us, man, and we can win big money.
Let me see what this is all about.
That's what you gotta do. Get some money.
The players taking the court are all athletes you may recognize.
Baseball, football, track and field.
Having to work, play Division I sport, and then I had a child on the way, so I dropped out.
The crack era was tough. Sports in general was a way out of our environment.
It's really game time now, man.
Blood, sweat, and tears.
We got the streets on fire.
This is gonna be the first time that my kids will be able to sit in the audience and root for their father.
Who wants it more?
This is a sacrifice I think is going to pay off in the end.
This is a dream for me.
I gotta win.
Can't get drama better than this.
Highlight became the new hustle.
Let's get ready to play.
Fred runs up, saves it. Reverse. That's an excellent two-wall rebote thrown by Cool Fitness. Diaz with the catch. Another two-wall scores for the win. Beautiful two-wall thrown by Douglas to
what
score.
a finisher.
Rebote thrown by Ben. Carballo's there, winds up another one. Costado, two-wall's gonna score. Scoop by Douglas. Costado by Douglas. 2-all will score for the win.
Snatched up Carballo. Played outside. That one hits Ben. That one will hit.
Wow.
And score.
By Jedden, stopped by Brackley. Brackley for the 3-wall play. Rebote's going to the outside. Jedden's there. Returns a 2-wall to score.
Rebote out, nice save. Anderluck out of the air, fires this one high off the back wall again. Another Rebote save going to the ground with one hand. That one will score.
Soft 2-wall. Fitness read it, caught it, returned it. 3-wall play coming way out. Juice is there.
Wow.
Juice got a 2-all rebote that
Man,
score.
oh, man.
Wow. Karen, stop by Diaz. On the fly, he threw a 2-all rebote.
Unbelievable.
Wow.
Hey everyone, sorry about that. I think we are officially back. We're dealing with some technical difficulties there. You got a collection of a couple of the top 10s. You got the pop culture video there. But we're back. We're ready to play some highlight. We know that's the real action here, and we're sorry about that. We should be good through the rest of the day here. Just squaring that up, and let's get back into game number 4. Got a couple extra minutes there to bet the pick 3, get some of those wagers in, but we are now ready to go. We are back. We apologize, and should be good there for the rest of the program. So now game number 4 will be a spectacular 7 singles match. We'll be playing it to 7 points, all points doubling after all those matchups in the first round. Serving in red at post 1, Bradley. Receiving in blue, post 2, there's Fred. Bradley's serve begins game number 4 there with a tip serve, point 1. 1 first up on the board here in our 4th game that'll bring to the court the white shirt at post 3. Here's Legend.
5 minutes practice. Nah.
Bradley all the way back there at the 13. Looking for the big bounce there. Legend cuts it off at the 6 line. Hard reverse. Bradley going to let it pass. Rebote forehand. Not even going to get the throw off there. Point 3. And receive post 4. Here's Juice. Catch there by Legend. Sidearm forehand. Rebote going to the ground for Juice. Stays under that overhead screen. Legend. A little too high off the wall there for the Tejada, but tricky spin. It's going to score. Point 3. 3 now, 2 points. Here's post 5, CRB. That's an underserve. That came up short of the 4 line. Point 5. In for this matchup, we have the yellow shirt at post 6. Here's Tennessee. That in and out of the cesta of CRB, point 6. Tennessee now on the board. First points of this 4th game. Here's post 7, El Barba. Tennessee, 2-wall. Soft 2-wall comes outside. That scores, point 6. And in out receive, rounding out the first round of play. Purple shirt of post 8. Here's Bueno. Forehander Bote, laid up off the front wall by Tennessee. High bouncer. Bueno waits, charges, takes on the forehand side, comes over the top. There's Tennessee. Catch off a quick bounce, comes over the top. Good catch low there, cut off by Bueno. At the 5 line, goes deep. Tennessee backpedaling. Rebote left side, just does get it off the front wall. Running back. Bueno. Went for the 3-wall play. Tennessee missed it. Point 8. That will do it for the first round of play. All matchups are now worth 2 points to the end of the game. Returning, here's post 2, Fred. Fred leaping up the wall. Just in and out of the cesta. Point 8. Eight now, 3 points. Here's post 1, Bradley. Hard forehand there from Bradley. What a pickup on the left side there from Bueno. Goes deep. Forehand Rebote saved. Karam Rebote going to send Bueno to the outside. Comes over the top. 3-wall play. There's Bradley. Turns the Rebote hard back to the middle of the court. Here's Bueno. 2-wall that does not cut out. There's Bradley goes for the Karam. There's Bueno on the outside. Forehand back to the inside. 3 walls again. There's Bradley going to the ground for that save. Middle of the court. Bueno. 7 line. Karam. Bradley on the move. Got there. Just missed it. Had maybe a little more room than he thought on the outside. It's going to score for Bueno. Point 8. Possible game point now. Post 8. Bueno. He's got 5 points in to stop him. Here's Juice. High and hard off the front wall. Bueno goes back. Forehand Rebote. Just does get it off the front wall. Juice missed it at the 8-line. Point and game 2. The purple shirt of post 8. Bueno. We'll have a playoff now to determine both place and show point. Post 3 will serve to post 6. Winner of this one will place. The loser of this point will show. That's an overserve. 6 will place. And 3 shows. Unofficial order to finish of game number 4. 8, 6, 3, 8, 6, and 3. Official results will be coming up in just a few moments. And the results of game number 4 are now official there. Post 8, Bueno with the win. Post 6, Tennessee takes second. Post 3, Legend comes in third. 8-6-3, the official order to finish there. Nice payout on the win again. Bueno to win, one of the favorites in that game. 17-40. Place and show also paying pretty nicely as well there. So nice if you had Bueno, the $2 Quinella, 6-8 or 8-6. That's any order. $59.40 off $2. Not bad there. And the $2 try, 8-6-3, $198.40. And folks, sorry about that. Up next, game number 4, game 5, Game 5, another one of those spectacular 7 singles matches. Playing it again up to 7 points, all points doubling. After all those matchups there in the first round of play. And post time for game number 5 now coming up just under 5 minutes. Just under 5 minutes to the start of our 5th game here on this Friday matinee performance.
Remind me of Hustle City, man. Everybody got more than one gig. One stop, boy, $20.
I'm not your neighborhood Uber driver. I do luxury. And then I have another job. I'll play highlight.
I have this crazy idea. Do you think we could send something out to all the ex-athletes for the last 20 years and say, we're looking to hire and train highlight players?
When I first got the email, I thought it was pranking me.
I need some clarity on this.
I went on YouTube and I Googled highlight.
I was like, Jai-Alai. They paying us, man, and we can win big money.
Let me see what this is all about.
That's what you gotta do. Get some money.
taking the court are all athletes you may recognize.
Baseball, football, track and field.
Having to work, play Division I sport, and then I had a child on the way, so I dropped out.
The crack era was tough. Sports in general was a way out of our environment.
It's really game time now, man.
Blood, sweat, and tears.
We got the streets on fire.
This is gonna be the first time that my kids will be able to sit in the audience and root for their father.
Born and raised in Miami.
Who wants it more?
This is a sacrifice I think is going to pay off in the end.
This is a dream for me.
I gotta win.
Can't get drama better than this.
Highlight became the new hustle.
Let's get ready to play.
And that was a trailer for the award-winning documentary Magic City Hustle about the start of the highlight program here at Magic City just about 3 years ago. We're into season number 3 at the beginning of season 3, and if you would like to watch that documentary, head over to MagicCityCasino.com. Under the highlight tab, there is a link that'll take you directly to the site, or you just type in MagicCityHustle.com directly into your browser. Regardless of whatever method you use there, you'll get taken to the same site. You can purchase it there for $5, and then from there, it's a $5 purchase, so you can enjoy it as many times as you like. And again, we apologize for those technical difficulties. Working through some issues in the control room. We're back, and the good thing is that won't be happening again today. Don't want to jinx it, but usually when that happens, we're good for a while. So we apologize for that. We appreciate those that stuck with us through that, and we're back here through the end of the day. We got a lot more highlight to get to. And you got a little collection there of some of the top 10s. You got that pop culture video, which is very popular. And so we appreciate, again, hanging with us during those technical difficulties. But, again, we should be good here through the rest of this performance there. Now, 3 minutes to the start of game number 5. And we played that fantasy highlight review as well for you. FantasyHighlight.com is the link if you would like to sign up for that fantasy game. The deal with that fantasy game now, it started with just some fun little prizes. We gave away Magic City Jai-Alai hats to the winners for the first couple of weeks. Then we were offering hats for the U.S. National Jai-Alai Championship themed hats. They were going to go to the winners for the month of July, and it really took on a life of its own. People were very into it. You guys at home continually playing, telling your friends, and being very involved in the chat with that. So we decided, now that everything's good, we've been playing for a couple weeks. We worked out all the kinks, kind of as a token of our appreciation. We put a $100 price tag, not a $100 price tag, $100 on the line that's going to go to the winner for this week for fantasy. And so long as a new rule is so long as we have 100 players every week, we will continue to have that $100 price. And that's a minimum $100 there. Once we reach 200 players, we're going to up that to $200 as the first place prize every week. And for this week, week 11, we understand there's only 12 guys that are playing, so there's a couple of combinations. Not that many combinations as you would when you have a doubles lineup in there as well. So we understand that. And what's going to happen if you end up tying? You saw in third place that I think it was a combination of Ben Bueno and Kubala. There were about 15, 20 people that had that combination. So if you're one of those people and you're wondering what's going to happen with the $100, we're going to guarantee a minimum of 25 goes to every person. And it's really not going to be an issue for any other week, or at least once we get back into doubles action. But just because of the singles play and the limited number of players there weren't that many possible combinations. So $25 guaranteed paid out to anyone, even if you tie, and there are more than 4 winners that tied there for this week. And then you guys have an opportunity to up that to $200. Ball's in your court, and again, we appreciate the support. We appreciate how much it's grown here in I think it's just 7 weeks we've been going. I think we started at maybe week 4 and we're into week 11. So thank you for that, as that rant now takes us to the start of game number 5.
All right, let's go.
And we're ready to begin game number 5. Game 5, another spectacular 7 singles match played up to 7 points, with all points doubling after all the matchups there in the first round of play. A couple new guys playing here in this 5th game. You got Carballo, Kubala, Ronron. These middle feature games to close it out. The last 4 games of the program for this matinee to begin serving in the red of post 1. We have Ronron receiving the blue post 2. There's Carballo. Ronron serve begins game number 5. Rabote. Now that spinning Rabote lays it up off the front wall. There's Ron. Reaching out, takes at the 8 line. Reverse 2-wall. Not cut out far enough. Carballo plays it back to the middle of the court. Good catch low by Ron. Plays this one to pass. 3-wall play. The 2-wall turned by Carballo. Doesn't cut out far enough. There's Ron. Goes for the carom. That one doesn't cut out. Cortada. Stopped by Ron. Got it at the 9 line. Plays this one to pass. Carballo goes back for it. 8 line turns it back inside. And right along the side wall. Tough catch to make for Ron. Just trickling out of the cesta. Good way to start this 5th game. Players clapping here in the waiting area. Nicely done. Point 2. 2 first up on the board. In to receive for this matchup. Post 3, Bradley. Strong reverse. Rabote missed there by Carballo. Point 3. In to receive this matchup. Green shirt to post 4. Here's Bueno. Big left side there from Bueno. Rabote comes out all the way to the 7 line. Turned by Bradley. Caught a little too much of the side wall. And a sail wide of the court. Point 4. In for this matchup, post 5, Tennessee. That's a great serve there from Bueno, crossing right at the 11 line where Tennessee was standing. That scores point 4. In for this matchup, yellow post 6, here's Juice. There's Juice, high and hard off the front wall. That's cut off, taken in the air by Bueno. Delivers a hard reverse there at the 8 line. Juice on the move. Lays it up there, keeping it inside. Bueno at the 6 line, hard back to the inside. Hops over Juice's cesta to score, point 4. Bueno now 3 points to open up his 5th game. That'll bring to the court. Pink shirt to post 7 for this matchup. We got Ben. Two-wall does not cut out. Comes in the middle of the court. There's Bueno over the top. Scoop by Ben, crashing into the side wall there. He's found the cesta. Here's Bueno. Plays this one to pass. Ben turns, waits, looks, keeps this back inside. Comes out to the middle of the court. Actually, there's Bueno. Karam. That one not cutting out. Ben takes on the left side. Nice reverse, hard back to the inside there. Bueno turns it nicely, keeping it outside. Scoop again, that high scoop working. Ben tried to go with the Dejada. Got a nice spin off it. Came out a little further than anticipated. Bueno goes back inside. That one's going to score. Great point played by these two guys. Couple great points in this 5th game. Point goes to the 4. And now to receive, rounding out the first round of play. Here's the purple shirt of post 8, Kubala. Kubala goes hard back inside, taken right off the wall there by Bueno. Rabote, left side, turned back inside. Bueno runs under it, takes on the forehand side. Thought about going outside, keeps it inside. Another good scoop there by Kubala. Rabote to the outside there. Lands just wide, point 8. And that will do it now for the first round of play. All matchups are now worth 2 points through the end of the game. Here's post 1 returning, Ron. Catch there from Kubala. Plays this one. Passes Ron. Forehand save there. Nice Rabote save. Coming back out. There's Kubala with a nice save of his own. Kubala on a knee. This one coming to the middle of the court. Ron on a hop. Just trickling over the cesta there, just out of the reach. Point 8. Kubala now with 3 points. Returning, here's Carballo, post 2. Catch low there from Kubala. He goes deep. Rabote forehand hooked. Point 8. That's straight points to a possible game point now for the purple shirt of post 8. Kubala, he has 5 points in to stop him here. Post 3, Bradley. It's Kubala here, fixing the cesta. Make sure everything's good here before game point. 8 with 5, serving post 3, Bradley. It's good serve from Kubala. Gets by Bradley on the forehand side to score for the win. Point and a perfect game to the purple shirt of post 8, Kubala. 4 is going to place here. We'll have a playoff now. Post 2 will serve to post 3. This will be to determine show point. Winner of this point will show. Bradley. Hard reverse there at the 11. There's Carballo. Goes for the carom. Bradley, what a stop, showing the speed to get it there on the outside. Quick bounce. Tried to scoop it up high there. That's one tip. 3 will show. Your unofficial order of finish for game 5, 8, 4, 3. 8, 4, and 3. Get the official results coming up in just a few moments. And results of Game 5 are now official. Post 8, Kubala with the win. Post 4, Bueno takes second. And post 3, Bradley comes in third. 8-4-3 is now official for game number 5 as we wait for those prices. There are those prices there. See those refunds in the win, place, and show. As we wait for the other prices here to roll up on the screen. There they go. $1 Quinella, 4-8 or 8-4. That's any order on the Quinella, of course. $62.20. The $2 try, 8-4-3, 402.40. Obviously not a bad payout there. And with Kubala playing out of the 8 post, you had Carballo in the 2. You had Ron there in the 1. Makes a little sense there why that try price may be a little higher in these later games, with maybe still 2 of those favored guys coming in the money there, the top 2. As we are now moving into game number 6, game 6. Another one of those spectacular 7 singles matches. Only 2 more spectacular 7 singles matches to go before we close it out with that superfecta 9-point singles match. Game 6 will again played up to 7 points. All points double after those matchups there in the first round of play. Game 6 also closes out the pick 3, as you saw for a second there, as those potential payout prices flashed across your screen. We'll get those back for you in post time, as you see there again there. A couple of those there over $1,000. That's good to see there. 8-8. See what the final number is coming up for the pick 3 for game number 6. In post time coming up now, just under 6 minutes away.
My favorite part about playing professional Jai-Alai is probably the free Gatorades and free waters. My favorite part about being a professional highlight player, when I play, my mind is so clear. It's really the only time that I'm able to focus on just one thing. It's very exhilarating and exciting, and I love exercise, and I love to be competitive. It just feels like I'm finally getting to do what I want to do every day.
Actually saw a cart of Gatorade being rolled in here. Don't know if that was for all the victories Kubala got yesterday. Already 6 wins on the week for him, putting himself in a great position to take home his first Golden Cesta of the week. And of course, that Golden Cesta, we've gotten away from that a little bit with much bigger things going on in the world, but that Golden Cesta awarded to the player with the most singles wins each week there, in Kubala leading the pack. He's got 6 wins. You got Bueno there with 3. You got Bradley with 3. On the couple of guys, you got Carballo with 2. You have Ben with 2. So long way to go still with this week, but Kubala with a great start there for week number 11. Certainly his best week to date of the season. 6 wins is the most he's gotten in any week, so just continuing to add to that total now as we have under 4 minutes till we get into Game 6 here on this Friday matinee performance. And in case we have any new fans who may have missed this explanation video at the top of the program, here it is again to explain in simple terms how the game of Jai-Alai is played. Take a look.
The main rule of Jai-Alai is simple. Players must catch and return the ball in one fluid motion. Sounds easy enough, right? So how do you win? You can win a matchup simply if your opponent overserves, underserves, or serves the ball out of bounds. On the flip side, your opponent wins the matchup if the serve is so good that you fail to catch and return the ball to the front wall. If your opponent fails to catch the ball before it bounces twice on the ground, or if your opponent's cesta makes contact with the ball but doesn't catch it, then in both of those cases, you win the matchup. You can also win a matchup if the ball bounces around in your opponent's cesta during an attempted catch. This is called juggling, and it's illegal in Jai-Alai. Another way to win a matchup is if your opponent throws the ball and it lands out of bounds on its return from the wall. The overall game strategy for a Jai-Alai player is to make it difficult for an opponent to reach the ball in time or to execute a rebuttal play.
And again, that was winning and losing, explaining how those matchups work here in Jai-Alai, as we're now just under 3 minutes to Game 6. Those prices there for the Pick 3 rolling up on your screen. 8-8, the first 2 numbers there. And so what that means, it shows you what would be the payout depending on what is the final number to come in there for the Pick 3. So you see what it's going to be if it was 8-8-1, 8-8-2, 8-8-3, and etc. there, all the way down the line to the final combination, 8-8-8. Tough combo there. All 8s is going to pay out one of the lowest. You see the 2 there, 94-40. Public all over these bets. And we said a day where there's only 12 guys out there, and someone made a comment about it in the chat yesterday. A little easier to handicap these performances, no doubt about it. And especially with some feature game guys playing with guys that they typically wouldn't play with. Obviously those guys in the earlier games getting an opportunity to step up and play that higher level of competition, but obviously at the end of the day there's a reason that the certain levels and the guys are playing with the guys in their particular skill level. So you see some matchups today and maybe a guy or two that may seem like, hey, he plays in the early games, he plays in the middle games, playing in some of those feature game guys. So maybe a good time to play those Pick 3s, play the high 5, play that mighty ocho. Definitely a good day, one of the easier days. All those prices coming in yesterday on the trifectas were pretty low, the quinellas were pretty low, and that means that there's a lot of money being paid back out. The casino, obviously you guys are just playing against yourself. The casino has obviously a certain takeout rate of win, place, show, and all those exotics, but all the money that's into the pools, you're playing against each other, and when those prices are particularly low, it means that people are hitting. So yesterday, public was all over it. 2 times that high 5 was hit. We'll see what happens here after this 6th game. You'll see if anyone's still alive for that high 5 there today, but certainly one of the better days to start betting if you actually haven't done so. As we have now less than a minute until we get into Game 6. And folks, with that, we're ready to get into game number 6. Game 6, another spectacular 7 singles match, played up to 7 points, all points doubling after the first round of play. After all those matchups there in the first round, game 6 also closes out the pick 3 for today. To begin serving in the red at post 1, we have Bradley receiving the blue at post 2. There's Carballo. Long Karam scores. Way to start it off for Carballo, point 2. Receiving in the white at post 3 for this matchup, here's number 22, Bueno. Rebote turn there, comes low, tipped there by Bueno at the 9 line. Point 2. Carballo now 2 straight points to open up this 6 game into receive now. Green at post 4, here's Ben. Pick up off the serve there by Ben. He goes deep, Carballo thought about it, comes back for it. Just gets it off the wall with that forehand Rebote save. Here's Ben. Karam into the top of the pad. Pick up by Manuel out of the air as well there. Front judge, nice catch. Point 2. Carballo now 3 points. In for this matchup, post 5, Tennessee. Point 5. 5 now on the board, 1 point. In for this matchup, post 6, here's Kubala. Rebote forehand by Tennessee. Kubala backs up, takes it on a quick bounce. Goes high off the front wall. Kind of died coming out of the box there. Tennessee handles on the right side. Comes high and hard off the front wall. Ball goes back for it. Rebote left side, turn to the outside. Tennessee got an early start on it. Will get there. Goes for the long Karam. Kind of off balance there from the 12 line. Lands wide of the court. Point 6. And for this matchup, pick up 07, we got Legend. Kubala, good catch low, cuts it off at the 7 line, goes deep. Legend stopping, 8 line. Misses the Rebote, point 6. And then now rounding out the first round of play, comes the purple shirt of post 8, Ron. Ron stops at the 7 line. Keeps this to the middle of the court. There's Kubala. Turns it back inside. Ron catches it. Costado winds it up back inside. Kubala missed it first time around. Got a cesta on it, but that went into the overhead screen. Out of play. Point 8. That will do it for the first round of play. All matchups are now worth 2 points through the end of the game. Here's post 1, Bradley. Hardiverse there at the 12 line. Ron's got it. Goes deep. Rebote left side, 2 wall. Caught low from Ron. The Cortada back inside. Gets by Bradley to score. Point 8. 8 now, 3 points. Here's post 3, Bueno. Forehand rebote turned by Ron. Bueno's got it low. Goes deep again. 8 line. Catch taken off the air at the side wall. Taken out of the air off the side wall. There's Ron back to the inside. Bueno. Good speed to get under it. Low hard reverse. Taken out of the air from Ron. 8 line. Passes. Rebote. Forehand. Stays inside. Winds the Costado up again. That one caught a piece of the sidewall. Comes a little bit off that wall to the middle of the court where Ron missed it at the 7 line. Point 3. Bueno on the board with 2 points. Here's post 4 for this matchup. Ben. Point 4. Ben on the board now, 2 points. Returning, here's Carballo with 3 points. Ben, good catch. Goes deep with it. Narrowly staying under that overhead screen. Carballo all the way up at the 5 line. Turns it back to the middle of the court. Rebote out again. There's Ben high off the front wall. Carballo's going to cut it off at the 7. Winds up the Costado. Hard inside. Ben with a good pickup. He's gotten it on the forehand. That carom. No one's getting there. That scores. Point 2. Possible game point now for post 2. Carballo with 5 points in to stop him. Post 5. For this matchup, we got Tennessee. Rebote comes out left side there from Tennessee. Carballo takes it out of the air. The Cortada gonna hit Tennessee there. It's gonna score for the win there. Point and game. Blue shirt to post 2. Carballo. Tennessee obviously okay there. 8 will place. I'll have a 3-way playoff to determine show point to begin post 6. We'll serve post 3. Winner of this point will follow it up. Matchup against post 4. Here's Bueno. Rebote turn back inside. Kubala at the 10 line. Delivers a reverse. Rebote comes out again. Tight along the sidewall. Bueno keeps it outside. There's Kubala. Back to the inside where it gets by to score. Point 6. Possible show point now. Well, 3's been eliminated from the show point playoff. Possible show point now, post 6, Kubala. In to stop in post 4, we got Ben. Catch from Kubala at the 9 line. Ben lets it pass, stops there at the 8. It's the corner of the front wall coming out to the middle of the court. There's Kubala winding up the Costado again. Ben runs under it, takes it out of the air. Just above the pad on the left side where it scores. Point 4. We'll switch it around now. El Barba eagerly waiting to get that practice session in for Game 7. We got Ben serving to Kubala now. This is for show point. Rebote 2-wall from Ben. Good idea, just a little wide. 6 will show. Unofficial order of finish for game at number 6. 2, 8, 6. 2, 8, and 6. Get the official results coming up for you in just a few moments. And results of Game 6 are now official. Post 2, Carballo there with the win. Post 8, Ron taking second. Post 6, Kubala coming in third. 2-8-6, the official order of finish there. And that Carballo, Kubala, Ron, trifecta, Quinella, combination of any of those two for the Quinella and the trifecta, any box with those three guys. All of those has been paying pretty low these past couple of days. The three feature game guys that are still involved here, and no different there. You see the pick 3, 94.40. First time that pick 3 price has been that low this season, and that's certainly not due to what's being bet into it. Just a matter of the public being all over those numbers. 8-8-2. Let's look at who actually took that post 8 there. You had Bueno in Game 4, one of the favorites, and then Game 8 you had Kubala and then Carballo. So same combination there. The $2 Quinella, 8-2 or 2-8. 8.40 on the payout there. Public all over it. 286 on the try, 102.40. So yeah, low try, low Quinella, meaning that a lot of people getting some payouts. And as we said, good day to start handicapping. And people talking about it yesterday, it's saying it's one of the easier days to do it because there's just a limited amount of guys, and the talent level disparity maybe in some of these games, and particularly the later games, a little easier to nail down than when you have a full roster there. And that's certainly reflected there in the prices as we are now getting into game number 7. Game 7, another spectacular 7-single, final spectacular 7-singles game. Don't worry, we got that 8th game for you, which will be that superfecta 9-point singles match. Game 7 also closes out the high 5 today. We'll see if anyone's still alive for $2,000. And that $2,000 is the minimum. And you look at that there, one person's got $2,000, the 8, $2,000. And then that 2 price there, $164.50. So if you don't see a 4 out of 5, 3 out of 5, any of the consolations there, but you don't see any of the, if you don't see any of those consolations, it means that someone had 5 out of 5, but there's multiple people with 5 out of 5, and to get that $2,000, you have to be the only ticket. So if you had the 2 there and you're wondering why maybe that $2,000 isn't available, well, someone else in the world has that ticket as well, and you have to be the only winner, again, to take home that $2,000 in the high 5. As post time for game number 7 coming your way in just under 6 minutes to the start of our 7th game here.
My goal going into this season is probably just playing a little bit more calmer, and also another thing I want to work on is not beating myself. Just do simple better. Just catch the ball, throw the ball one more time than my opponent, and don't make any unforced errors. I have a mantra that I tell myself all the time where if you're not getting better, you're getting worse. That's literally what it comes down to. Honestly, my favorite thing about highlight is just the speed of the sport. My intensity, on a scale of 1 to 10, I think it's about 2,000.
And we talk about Kubala before the last game there. He has 6 wins on the week, but Carballo already picked up number 3, so making a little charge here on this Friday first matinee performance. And taking a look now at the overall standings, a little bit of change here, so let's get you updated on that. Bueno took the win there in game number 4, I believe. Yeah, that was game number 4. Bueno had the win. He was 1 game behind Tennessee, so they are now tied for 3rd place. So Douglas, first place, 34 wins. He's still out this week. Ikeda in 2nd place, and these are championship singles standings only. Just singles games here this season at Magic City. Douglas, 34 in 1st. Ikeda, 2nd place at 30 wins. Tennessee and Bueno now tied for 3rd place with 26 wins. Carballo picking up the win there in game number 6. He has 25 on the season. Kubala now 24 after a big week. We said he already has 6 wins with many more opportunities to add to that. Anderluck there at 22, and Ron right at 20, and then Ben right there at 20 wins as well. So a lot of big names in the top 8 there, and it's just getting increasingly closer as the days go on here, and that's exactly what you like to see, just some good tight action there at the top, and we'll see how that plays out over the course of the season. We got a long way to go here. We're playing through the end of November, and obviously still at the beginning of July, so that's a couple of months away. And again, the high 5 will be the final number of the high 5. Coming here in game number 7, you see the potential payouts there. If you have the 1, if you have the 8, you're still alive there for $2,000, meaning you're the only ticket. If you have the 2, congratulations. Or the 7. Didn't even see the 7. Sorry, the 7 there also has more than 1 winner for 5 out of 5, so nice picking. Obviously, people in the chat there talking about a pretty chalky day with the picks. When we say that term chalk, it just means usually the top players or the top seeded guys. You hear that term a lot in the NCAA tournament, when the 1 seeds, if they all make the Final Four, I talk about how that being chalk. So, a chalk finish is just the top guys coming in the top. And as we talked about, Ron, Carballo, Kubala, and a lot of those games, they've been doing just that. A couple of programming notes as well. It's been a bit of a quick performance here, dealing with some technical issues. We appreciate you sticking with it. So first time here, we'll update you on the schedule. Our regular highlight schedule will be going. We were at 2 performances yesterday. We have our 2 performances today. We have 2 tomorrow, 4 and 8 on Saturday, and then we close it out with that 1 performance on Sunday. That will be the schedule through the remainder of this season here, at least for the next couple of months. So we no longer have that performance on Wednesday. We have 2 on Thursday, 12 and 4, 2 on Friday, 12 and 4, 2 on Saturday, 4 and 8, and then 1 performance on Sunday at 12 noon. So 7 performances. All those will be 9-game performances once we get back with a full roster and back into the swing of things with doubles and all that. But at least for this week and maybe even next week, it's going to be just singles. And this week for sure, 8-game performances, all singles games. So again, that's one adjustment to the program. We have scrapped that Wednesday performance. We will still be having that Saturday night highlight, but for this week, we'll have only 8-game singles performances once we get back. Guys get healthy and we have a full roster. We'll get back into doubles and we'll get back into those full 9-game performances. Hopefully very soon here. It's now less than a minute to game number 7.
All right, game time.
And folks, with that, we're ready to get into game number 7, game 7. The final spectacular 7 singles game of the day. Got 2 more here to close out this first matinee performance. Playing this one up to 7 points, all points doubling after those matchups in the first round. Serving in red at post 1, we have number 22, Bueno. Receiving the blue post 2, there's Carballo. Game 7 underway there. Bueno goes up the wall with a great catch. And there's Bueno. Turns the rebote back inside. Carballo at the 9 line. Hard back to the inside. Rebote comes out. Not enough on it to make the front wall. Point 2. 2 first up on the board here in our 7th game. That'll bring to the court the white shirt at post 3. Here's Ben. Catch from Carballo, 10 line, hard reverse, Ben on the move. Plants, stops there at the 7 line. She does get it off the front wall, winds up the costado again, stays inside. Ben was there, just coming out of his cesta, point 2. In for this matchup, green should have post 4, Arzel Barba. Play to the corner of the front wall. There's Carballo. Over the top, keeps it inside. Reaching out, Elbarba. Nice catch there on the left side. Carballo switches, takes it on the forehand, goes for the carom. That one a little too far, just wide of the court, point 4. Four on the board, 1 point. Here's Legend for this matchup, receiving out of post 5. Elbarba goes deep. Legend stops there at the 7 line. Gets that 2-all off, sending El Barba on a hop to the outside. That scores point 4. Yellow shirt to post 6 for this matchup. Here's CRB. Forehand rebote into the overhead screen. Out of play. Point 6. Here's post 7, Kubala. Backing up on a hop, brings it in. Comes over the top. CRB up at the 7 line. Good catch there. Rabote's coming out. Kubala comes back for it. Goes to the ground. Is Rabote to the inside's gonna score. Perfect placement there. Even CRB showing the speed. Couldn't get there. Point 7. And now rounding out the first round of play for this matchup. Purple shirt to post 8. Here's Ron Ron. Whoa, hard reverse. That's right along the sidewall. Kubala goes back for it. That's going to stay under the overhead screen and stay in. Ron at the 7 line. Back to the inside. Another good stop. He's going to let this one pass. Stops there at the 9 line. Forehand rebote save. That's high off the front wall. Backing up, Kubala. Stops, 12 line. Hard forehand back inside. Good catch. Taking it right off the side wall. There's Ron. Rebote, left side. Turn back outside. On a hop. Brings it in. Over the top, back inside. Kubala again running under it. Reverse. He's at the 8 line. Costado 2-wall. What a quick trigger on that. Ends the point. My goodness. Wow, point 8. That will do it there for the first round of play. All matchups are now worth 2 points through the end of the game. Returning post 1, Bueno. That's a good serve from Ron, crossing beyond the 12 line, crossing that side wall. Tough play for Bueno, point 8. 8 now, 3 points. Returning post 3, here's Ben. Rabote out, forehand save again there from Ron. Ben's got it on the left side, 8 line. Low reverse, Ron lets it pass, turns that Rabote back inside. That one tipped, point 8. Straight points to a possible game point now. Purple shirt, post 8, Ron. And to stop it in post 2, Carballo. Nice reverse from Carballo, forehand Rabote. Turned off the front wall. Carballo winds it up, keeps that Costado inside, goes for the one-handed scoop there. That's tipped. This game will continue, point 2. Two now, 4 points. Here's post 5 Legend for this matchup. Carballo, Cortada, scores, point 2. Possible game point now, blue shirt to post 2, Carballo with 6 points. In to stop him here, green shirt to post 4. Here's El Barba. Point 4. El Barba now 4 points. Here's post 6, CRB. Great serve there from El Barba. Catch from CRB. El Barba goes deep, just under that overhead screen. Backing CRB. Just gets it up there. And that one's going to get over El Barba to score. Point 6. Picado Rebote scores there. 6 now, 3 points. Here's post 7. Kubala. That one into the Chula. That scores for Kubala. Even CRB can't believe it. That one, one of the best examples you'll see here at Magic City. Point 7. 7 out, 3 points. Here's post 1, Bueno. Bueno keeps this inside. There's Kubala. Sidearm forehand. 10 line. Will reverse. Kubala's going to take it out of the air. 9 line back to the inside. Backing up Bueno. Trying to take it over his head there. Forehand side. Just coming out of the cesta. Point 7. Now a possible game point for post 7 Kubala. He has 5 points. In to stop him here, Ben. Kubala going back, gets that reverse off, sending Ben up to the 9 line for that Rebote save. Should have taken it, thought it was going to go out, landed just inside the line. Even saw the ball mark there, Ben looking at it. Definitely in. Point 3, this game continues. 3 with 2 points, but returning with possible game point. Here's Ron, post 8. Ben keeping that serve to the middle of the court. Ron hard back to the inside. Going to catch 3 walls. Ben just does get assessed on it. It's going to land wide of the court. Point and game to the purple shirt of post 8, Ron. No playoff here. 2 is going to place, and 7 shows. Unofficial order finish there for game number 7, 8-2, 7. 8-2, and 7. Official results will be coming up in just a few moments. Results of game number 7 are now official. Post 8, Ron there with the win. Post 2, Carballo takes second. And post 7, Kubala comes in third. 8-2-7, the official order finish there. For game number 7, we'll get those prices coming up any moment there as you roll across your screen. And I believe that 8 there, one of the potential $2,000 payouts for the high 5. A lot had to happen there for the 8 to come back and win it. You had the 2 and the 7, both of those numbers where you had more than one winner there, but one person going to take home that $2,000 minimum jackpot payout for the high 5 there. Yep, $2,000, 38828, $2,000, 38828. That was a 5-number combo. Going out to one lucky better, one winner there. $2,000. I mean, yeah, the 2 was one of those with 5 of 5, more than one winner. The 7 was another one of those 5 of 5 with multiple winners. So had a chance there to carry over, but Ron comes back, gets the win out of post 8. The $2 Quinella 2-8 or 8-2 14-60 in the $2 try. Public again. Same three guys. 8-2-7 66-20. 66-20 payouts there with over 1,100 that was bet into it. A lot of people had that combination. Nicely done there from the public on those picks once again. Moving along now, final game of this first matinee session. Don't worry, we got 8 more games starting up again at 4 p.m., but the final game of this first performance of the day will be a Spectacular 9 Superfecta match. A little bit different there from the previous 7 games of this performance. This game will be played up to 9 points. That is 9 points, not 7. With all points still doubling after all those matchups there in the first round of play. Game 9 closes out the Mighty Ocho. See if anyone's still alive for the Mighty Ocho. Not yet. Got another 6 out of 8. 6 out of 8. 144.40. That's the biggest payout. Biggest payouts maybe across the board, regardless of what happens here. A lot of money there bet into the Mighty Ocho today, and makes sense. Public has been pretty good there with those picks, and as we said, we keep saying with that short roster, it's a little bit easier to handicap some of these performances maybe compared to a day where you got a full roster and you have those early, middle, late games, and certainly reflected there in the prices. You got the Superfecta wager. That's new here for this 8th and final game. Post time will be coming up in now just under 5 minutes. We got a couple other differences in this 9-point game as opposed to those 7-point games that you see in this video. Will help explain what exactly Spectacular 9 scoring, what exactly does that mean? Here it is.
Spectacular 9 singles games are played with 8 players. Each player wears a different color jersey numbered 1 through 8 on the front. These numbers are traditionally referred to as post numbers. Post numbers are used to signify the order in which the athletes will play in a game. These numbers are also used for betting purposes. Don't be confused by the numbers on the back of our jerseys. Those are just for fun. Each game begins when the player in the post 1 red jersey serves to the player in the post 2 blue jersey. The served ball must land between the 4 and 7 lines marked on the court's side wall. If the ball lands between those lines, the serve is good and play continues until one of those 2 players wins that matchup. The player who loses the matchup exits the court and waits for his next turn at the end of the rotation. It's important to note that every game has 2 rounds. The first 7 matchups in a game make up round 1. Each matchup in round 1 is worth 1 point. Round 2 refers to all matchups that take place after the 7th and final matchup of round 1. The number of matchups in round 2 varies from game to game. And in round 2, each matchup is worth 2 points. The first player to earn 9 points wins the game.
And folks, that was an explanation of Spectacular 9 scoring, which will be the format there for this 8th and final game of this singles-only performance on this Friday matinee. As we said, we'll be back here 8 more singles games starting at 4 o'clock p.m. Same format as this one. First 7 will be Spectacular 7. Close it out with that the 8th and final game, which will feature Spectacular 9. We got the high 5, you got the Mighty Ocho, you got that pick 3. Again, that high 5 has been hit now 3 performances in a row. It was hit for over 2,000. And the first matinee yesterday was hit again in that afternoon second matinee performance, and then today hit again in this first matinee. So it's up to you guys in the public to keep that streak alive if you like to. Great day to play the high 5 and the Mighty Ocho, as we got people that are collecting $2,000 just left and right here. The last 3 high 5s have gone. Look to make it 4 in a row. You guys at home in this afternoon performance that again will begin at 4 o'clock p.m. 8 more games, same format, same guys. Those first 4 games will be more of those early middle games, and then the final 4 games, games 5 through 8, will be sort of those middle feature singles games to close it out for you. Now just under 2 minutes to game 8. Updating on the U.S. National Jai-Alai Championship. I had people wondering about what was going on with that. Their rumor is correct. That has been postponed, not canceled. It's definitely postponed. We're just waiting for a date where obviously we know that we could play it, and waiting to set that next date before we give it out. But the U.S. National Jai-Alai Championship definitely not canceled, has been postponed, and we will update you when we have a new date for that event as soon as we have it. Something that the guys here were really excited about, and we definitely are committed to playing that, and everyone really wants to get involved in that action, and some of the fans at home were excited for that. Personally, Stu and I are excited to get to call that, so I'm definitely going to still have that for you all. We'll just keep you updated as to when that will be, but not going to be this 25th and 26th of July. That was originally the rescheduled date. You see, Ron took the victory there. Game 8, 21 wins for Ron now in the season. Just keeps climbing that leaderboard. And if you look at the games played for Ron here, 90 games played. The guys in front of him, you have Andrew Luck, 167. You got Kubala, 125. Carballo, 128. So Ron came cross-country all the way from California, actually drove to Florida. Lived out of his car for a short stretch there and missed a little bit at the beginning of the season there, those first couple of weeks. So as we said, another guy that once he gets back and plays the number of games that these other guys have, he'll be right up there at the top of those standings. As clock hits 0 minutes, let's get into the final game here of this matinee performance. Ready to begin game number 8, game 8. A superfecta 9-point singles match. This game played to 9 points, not 7. And all points will still double after all those matchups there in the first round of play. To begin, serving in the red of post 1, we have El Barba. Receiving the blue of post 2, there's Bradley. El Barba's serve begins game number 8. El Barba back to the inside, that reverse, and a pass Bradley. Trying to get back there for the Rebote save. That one missed, point 1. 1 first up on the board here in our 8th game. That'll bring to the court the white shirt of post 3. Here's CRB. Forehand back inside, crossing the side wall. Perfectly CRB, full extension dive, doing a somersault. He wants to play of the week. That one, wow, another one of the candidates for play of the week there. Just unbelievable. I'm speechless, CRB. I'm speechless. Well done. Point 3. Wow. 3 now on the board, 1 point. Here's post 4, Ben. Hard reverse from Ben. Keeps inside there. CRB just does get it off the front wall. Ben on the move. Does get there. Fires the Dejada. CRB's got a lot of speed. Even he's not going to get there. Well done from Ben. Point 4. The Dejada working there for Ben. Gives him this first point of game number 8. In the receive for this matchup, here's Kubala. Ben lets it pass there. Turns a 2-wall. Just wide there. Point 5. Here's post 6 for this matchup, Carballo. High and hard off the front wall. Rebote comes way out. Cabal already up at the 6 line, turns it back to the middle of the court, scooped up from Carballo. Caught him going the other way with the carom. He's thrown a couple of those today. That one working again, point 6. Here's post 7, Ron. Comes shooting out there. That rebote save laid up off the front wall from Carballo. Here's Ron. Hard back inside. Scooped up at the 10 line. Turns that back right to the inside. Carballo runs under it. Goes deep again. Comes out. There's Ron. Gets out of the way. Carballo back over the top. Ron now on the left side. At the 9 line. Goes for the reverse 2-wall. Just a little low into the pad. 0.6. 6 now, 2 points. Rounding out the first round of play. Here's purple at post 8. Bueno. Rebote comes out. Carballo in the air when he made that save. There's Bueno charging. 5 line. Hard back inside. Trying to get that one-handed scoop just out of his reach. 0.8. That will do it for the first round of play. All matchups are now worth 2 points through the end of the game. Remember, this game pointed 9 points, not 7. Returning post 2, Bradley. In and out of the cesta. Bueno there, 0.2. Bradley now on the board, 2 points. Returning, here's El Barba. Barba comes over the top, played it to the middle of the court. Bradley, hard forehand. Stopped there by El Barba. And that's going to score. Caught Bradley going backwards. That one tipped, 0.1. One now, 3 points. Here's post 3, returning CRB. Great serve crossing the sidewall. Good concentration from CRB to stick with it. El Barba. CRB couldn't play it first time around. Gets the forehand. Rebote save. Crashing into the sidewall. Keeps play alive. A nice catch. And that one in and out. The cesta goes 0.1. Barba now with 5 points. Returning, here's Ben for this matchup. Post 4. That one into the top of the pad, 0.4. Returning, here's post 5, Kubala. Forehand rebote save. Kubala going back. And that one in and out of his cesta goes 0.4. Big bouncer scoring for Ben again. He's got 5 points now. Here's post 7, Ron. Takes on the left side. Catches a piece of that sidewall. Comes to the outside. Ben going to the ground. Missed it. 0.7. Right idea, Ron. We're going to avoid the touching here. It's good sportsmanship. 2 on the board now. 7 point. 7 now on the board. 2 points. Serving post 6, Carballo. Goes for the carom off the bat. Maybe caught a crack there in the sidewall. Came out a little bit low. Nonetheless, 0.7 there. Ron now 4 points. Returning, here's Bueno for this matchup. Post 8. Ron again. Turns out Rebote nicely. Bueno tried to take it out of the inner low. That one in and out of the cesta. 0.7. Here's post 2, Bradley. Bradley comes hard back to the inside. Ron just flicked it up there, sending Bradley back to the 12. Got it on the left side. Hard reverse, lost his footing. Gonna get up. Into the Chula. No Rebote coming out there for Bradley. 0.7. And now possible game point. This is a 9-point game. Possible game point now. Post 7, Ron. He's got 8 points in to stop him. Post 3, CRB. Catch from CRB there off a great serve from Ron. He's got it forehand hard back inside where it scores for the win. Point and game 2. The pink shirt of post 7, Ron. We'll have 2 separate playoffs now. This first one will determine place and show. The winner will place. The loser at this point will show. We got El Barba post 1 against Ben for this matchup. Karina post 4. So 4 will place. 1's going to show. We're going to have this playoff now to determine quad point. Post 6, Carballo serves. Post 2, Bradley. Reverse 2-all. Sends Carballo outside. He runs under it. Karam from the outside scores. 6 takes the quad. Unofficial order of finish, 7-4-1-6. 7-4-1 and 6. The official results coming up here in just a few moments. Results of Game 8 are now official. Post 7, Ron there with the win. Post 4, Ben taking second. Post 1, El Barba coming in third. And there's Carballo taking the quad point. 7-4-1-6. 7-4-1-6 is official for game number 8. We'll have those prices coming up for you. And he's second now. And for Ron there, both Ron and Carballo, we'll say this, Carballo had 2 wins coming into the day, but wasn't playing his best highlight yesterday. And he would be the first one to admit it, but certainly playing much better day. He's all across the board. And then Ron, a guy that in the chat people were piping up about, looked like he may have been off, but I would tend to agree with that report on Ron's play yesterday. Just seemed like maybe moving a little bit slower than he's been before. Don't know if it's a health issue or what's going on, but looked like he's back today and moving really well and got the win there. A couple of wins here today. It gives him 3 on the week. As those prices come up on your screen, start with the 10-cent Super 7416, $222.97. Big payout there on that 10-cent Super. The Ocho, 633-882-87. 633-882-87. 6 of 8 numbers. It was 144 something. I think it was 20. Biggest payout there at the Ocho on the season. Nicely done. $2 try, 741, $296.40. And the $2 Canelo, 47 or 74. Going to pay back $90 even. Well, folks, that was a full 8-game singles performance here in the first matinee. As we said, we'll be back with 8 more games. Same crew, same format here in the 4 o'clock session. Taking a look here at the overall standings, you got Kubala here with 6 wins, and then a lot of guys here with 3. Bueno 3 wins, Carballo 3 wins, Bradley 3 wins, and then Ron picking up his 3rd win there in the final game of this performance. So Kubala in the driver's seat there for the Golden Cesta with his 6 wins, but as you see, could turn around in a hurry. Just a big day for him yesterday, his best day of the season, and certainly capable. Those guys, Carballo, Ron, Bueno, and even Bradley getting some of those earlier games as he gets back to 100%. I mean, a guy that missed a long time there at the beginning of the season, at least those first couple of months with a knee issue, but he's back and he's winning. So as we said, that'll do it. And ladies and gentlemen, they'll do it for this performance of Live Highlight in the Magic City and on the Highlight Channel. We're glad that you chose to join us this afternoon. And again, we invite you to join us again at 4 p.m., where, as we said, we'll have 8 more action-packed games. Not 9, 8 games. Same format as this one. We sure hope you enjoyed today's highlight action at Magic City. Please like and subscribe to the Highlight Channel on YouTube and let us know your thoughts and any questions you might have in the comment section. On behalf of the players, staff, and management of Magic City Jai-Alai, we thank you for joining us today, and we hope you'll join us again at 4 p.m. for the second matinee performance, the afternoon performance, whatever you want to call it. 8 more games of Live Jai-Alai action. Goodbye till we can see you back here at Magic City Jai-Alai.